The air of the alien bazaar shimmered with colors beyond human comprehension, the scent of 1,000 unknown spices filling the air. Captain Elias Carter, veteran explorer of the Seoul Expeditionary Fleet, wandered through the labyrinthine market, marveling at the sheer diversity of life forms moving around him. Some towered above him on spindly legs, others slithered on phosphorescent tendrils, and some, like the one currently approaching him, were deceptively humanoid. She was tall, her emerald skin catching the glow of nearby bioluminescent lamps. Her silver eyes sparkled with curiosity, and a mischievous smirk played on her lips. A pair of delicate horns curved from her forehead, adorned with what looked like tiny crystalline charms. "You are human," she said in near-perfect English. "Are you looking for something exotic?" Elias chuckled. He had heard 100 versions of this pitch before. Every spaceport had its share of traders offering unique experiences. "I'm just browsing," he replied, nodding politely. "Though I have to say, your grasp of my language is impressive." She tilted her head, amused. "I study many languages. It is my passion, as is offering new perspectives to travelers." She extended her hand, palm up, revealing a small vial filled with a shimmering golden liquid. A Draxi tradition. A harmless sip allows you to share thoughts, emotions, memories. Just a taste of what another's soul feels like. Elias hesitated. While not unheard of, psychic sharing substances were unpredictable. Still, he had come to this sector to explore. And if the Draxi meant harm, she would hardly be selling her wares in a public market. "What's your name?" he asked. She smiled. "I am Veyani." "All right, Veyani," he said, accepting the vial. "One sip." She nodded approvingly, producing an identical vial and taking a small sip before gesturing for him to do the same. He hesitated only a moment before bringing the liquid to his lips. Warmth bloomed in his chest, not unpleasant, but startlingly intimate. And then, memories crashed into him, not as intrusive visions but as raw emotion. He felt Veyani's childhood wonder, the first time she saw the twin moons of her homeworld rise. The ache of loneliness when she left her people to explore the stars. The thrill of encountering new minds, new ideas. In return, he felt his own memories slip from his grasp. Flashes of Earth, of the crisp autumn air in New England, of his mother's laughter, of the bittersweet sorrow of leaving home behind. And then he felt something else. Her reaction to his memories. Her fascination. Her longing. The connection severed abruptly as the drink's effect faded. Elias staggered slightly, blinking away the aftershock of intimacy. He looked at Veyani and saw his own emotions reflected in her expression. Surprise, curiosity, something deeper. "That," she whispered, her voice almost reverent, "was unexpected." Elias exhaled, steadying himself. "You weren't joking. That was intense." Veyani regarded him for a long moment before stepping closer. "I have shared minds with many, but your world, it is vibrant in a way I have never felt before. Your kind feels deeply." He smirked. "We have a reputation for that." A slow smile spread across her lips. "Captain Elias Carter. Would you share more?" And so, what began as a light-hearted offer became a ritual between them. Each time Elias found himself on the Draxi station, he sought her out. The sips grew into long conversations, the conversations into shared experiences. Veyani took him to places no human had seen, floating crystal gardens, caverns filled with luminescent flora, ancient ruins whispering with the voices of long-dead ancestors. In return, he told her stories of Earth, of human triumphs and tragedies, of music, of love, of war, of art. She marveled at humanity's contradictions, their ability to be both creators and destroyers, dreamers and pragmatists. She laughed at his tales of mischievous childhood pranks, wept when he spoke of lost comrades, and was left breathless when he described standing on the surface of the moon for the first time, staring back at the fragile blue marble of his birth. "You humans," she murmured one evening, as they sat atop a cliff overlooking an ocean of liquid silver. "You love with such reckless abandon. It is beautiful." Elias glanced at her, studying the way the alien starlight made her skin glow. "You say that like your people don't." She hesitated. "Not as you do. The Draxi are a people of logic, of careful bonds. We cherish, but we do not burn." "Maybe," Elias said, "you just never had a reason to." Their gazes met, and something unspoken passed between them. A realization. Time passed, and their meetings became more than chance encounters. Elias found himself seeking Veyani not just for the thrill of new experiences, but for the comfort of familiarity. And she began to orbit him as surely as moons around a planet. One evening, as they stood before the great crystal spires of Drax's prime, Veyani turned to him, her expression unreadable. "I wish to see your world." Elias blinked. "Earth." She nodded. "I wish to walk beneath your sky, to feel your sun on my skin, to hear the music of your people without the filter of memory." A rush of emotion welled in his chest. "Then come with me." She hesitated. "If I do, I may not wish to leave." "Then don't." It was the simplest of invitations, yet it carried the weight of a lifetime. Veyani reached out, lacing her fingers with his. "You humans," she murmured, a trace of wonder in her voice. "So quick to offer eternity." Elias smiled, squeezing her hand. "Not eternity," he corrected. "Just a lifetime. If you'll have it." A heartbeat of silence. "Yes." As they boarded his ship, bound for the little blue world she had only ever seen through his eyes, Elias realized something. He had spent his life exploring the stars, searching for something greater. And now, in the touch of an emerald-skinned hand, in the whisper of a promise beneath alien constellations, he had finally found it. A connection for eternity,